think I'll actually hire an assassin over here to sort of ward them off. Or no, we can actually go with a champion too. I remember these guys. They can also kill off some of those guys. So speaking about this area, I'll leave it as it is. This turn, I think what I'll do is that I'll go over here, buy another ship, and is it me or did the game turn a little bit more yellow in color? It's kind of weird, but alright. Buy another ship there. I can get this army to finally move into this area next turn. And I think we'll be able to get Hannibal Barca to continue his warpath. Seeing as how I believe it'll take a good turn for a rebellion to grow over here, meaning that you get one free turn with no garrisons present. I'm gonna see whether or not I'm gonna pause and come back when the turn ends. I want to see whether or not this turn can become less yellow anyhow, because it is a little bit annoying. Yeah, no, for whatever reason, it looks like the game mode is just really, really yellow. I suppose it's meant to simulate the little change in scenery from summer to fall. And well, we're fighting quite a big battle now. I'm not really sure if we caught the movements on the campaign map there, but it looks like the blue, I want to say Iberian people over here have they've decided to launch their entire force at us to try to get us away from their village, so that'll be quite interesting. Oh, this is a slope. I thought this was a road. If you look on the minimap, it would seem as though this area is a road. It's kind of weird, but alright. Let's see. Standard round. Let's see what the actual description is. Oh, I see. Explosive rounds are more lethal against infantry, but they aren't that accurate. Alright. Alright, well, we'll just let the game really go on here. So they're bringing over a small force so far, but they're actually being joined by these little armies that they have around here. So these, looks like these guys depend very heavily on hoplites, the pikemen, just like us. What do they have over here? Some more, same thing, some slingers too. Militia hoplites, that's rather interesting. Some peltasts, and in the center over here, some slingers, javelin men, a lot more of those hoplites. Very, very interesting. And it looks like they're just really doing a slow walk over to our side. That is just glorious, watching those catapult or ballista rounds come down. I think we'll just let them continue their death walk, really. We will, the AI decided to attack us. And what I've noticed is that if the AI does decide to attack you, they'll typically move towards your armies. So I'll just sit here and really just wait until my my catapults just wreck them, pretty much. We can actually, yeah, I remember we can actually take control of those catapults. But I think I'll wait and I'll just really let the, watch the carnage, really. I think the AI has realized that maybe running would be a better idea. I see that the catapults have definitely less ammunition, so maybe, I suppose that's a good thing on one side, and I suppose it might be a bad thing on another. Oh, hopefully that hits his horses. Ah, they're getting fairly close. I'm gonna slow down the game here, and I'll get our guys to deploy. So these are the mercenary swordsmen. I don't want them in the fight just yet. I want to make a front line, so I'll get our guys to quickly boogie, run, and establish a front line like that. And we'll get our horses to sort of settle down as well. And back into regular speed. So now these shots should just rip apart his actual melee infantry, now that his slingers aren't necessarily that much of a threat now. And I've been trying to fire this this catapult into the very center of his blob, hitting his horses along with his infantrymen. But that is that's going halfway, I suppose. It's not that great. It's not that bad either. So our guys are out here. What I'm actually going to do is that I expect them to attack us. I'll get our guys to assemble into their shield walls and in their pikemen hoplite wall formations. That'll make them a lot more stronger when taking on enemy charges and I assume enemy barrages of fire. It's gonna make this frontage of each individual unit a little bit smaller, but in this situation, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. Yeah, they're holding pretty well. Oh, that is a problem. Those citizen cavalry units should be pretty tough. Looks like our Carthaginian infantry here, this is main strength, is taking on infantry, which makes sense. Try to get my infantry here with the hoplites to support our guys, our cav over here. Let's go around from the back, take out those javelin guys. How is the battle developing so far here? It looks like they're trying to get into our troops with their cavalry, but those guys are just getting suckered down, really bogged down by our hoplites everywhere. And in the back here, I just want to menace his javelins. The guy's just doing a little charge here and there, really doing some damage. Oh, that's going to be a problem if those citizen cavalry get back. We're starting to really rout this initial portion of his army, so this is great. I suppose the main thing in this battle now is really to minimize our losses more than anything. It's not exactly more so about the fact that we're losing units, or all of our units are actually doing fine, except for perhaps our one unit of harassing infantry over here, and the bands of like the people in the pretty much like the bed sheets over here. So this battle is going on pretty well. These infantrymen are pretty much gone. Over here, that is a large barrage of guys. It looks like our Libyan infantry here are actually holding out great. They appear to be winning this battle against so many of these guys, and that is actually just like an ample opportunity for a little charge here. So let's see what we can do for a victory charge. Charge speed. There's just so many guys there that like our charge didn't even make any big thump just due to the fact that there were too many people there. All right, well that's fair. Shield brawl happens again. These guys, yeah, everything here seems to be panicking, or is about to panic, so that is good. And I suppose this battle just really stresses the fact that those charging units, I mean, they quite honestly, you can't do too much with them in the respect of attacking. They're just not that effective in that purpose. I think I'll get my cavalry to just sort of flee over here, get back in our lines. How are we doing over here? They are actually having some problems on this flank. Hopefully this doesn't do too much damage for ourselves. Let's see what the heavy war elephants can do here. Again, these are units, I mean, I want to use them, but I feel as though they if you use them improperly, you lose them really, really fast. On the upside, if you use them properly, they just wreck things up. What are they doing over here? They're brawling out with some citizen cav. They appear to be... Oh no, our cavalry is actually losing over there. I think I'll just send some more over there to sort of respond. And again, because Hannibal Barca is... He is embodied by a war elephant on the map, I don't feel as though I should send them in, just due to that. We still have these mercenaries around here. They're actually doing nothing. They're just sort of standing around here. To be frank, I mean, I don't know how well mercenaries actually heal up after battles, so I don't want to commit them until we absolutely need to. Is this whole entire army bailing out here, or is it just a few units? Looks like it's just a few units. Yeah, and I think I'll just swarm up any units that he hasn't pulled back yet. What we need to do is that we need to swarm those pikemen from the flanks. I was going to use this unit as security, but it looks like we'll need to swarm those pikemen. Yeah, when those pikemen are inside their pike formations, they're practically invulnerable from the front. And the thing is that in multiplayer, these units they're just so deadly because you can turn them around really, really fast too. So we'll get our guys to do that. Our frontline infantry looks like they're starting to take some losses, but I mean they're still more so in the half group, so that is good. And come on, these guys, they're not too tired, they can make a run. These battles are going on for a little bit of a longer period when compared to the battles at release. I think that was one of the game objectives that they had, so I mean, that's good. And that handles this area. I'll get our guys to reset up now, and I think I'll get another group to help flank the enemy over here. Looks like the AI is actually pulling back their troops. They still have a lot of stuff here, but they appear to be bailing, which is the odd thing. Perhaps the AI knows that it's better to retreat from this battle, flee to their city, and then defend in a position that they have a better advantage. Maybe it's that, maybe it's not. But our guys are going to sit back up. What do they bring over here? Some more hoplite. These guys are just absolutely exhausted. Our guys are also pretty tired too. Actually, not so much. I mean, they had to run all the way over here too, so I suppose it's that. Alright, well, fair enough. Let's see. Some slingers over here. Our cavalry will deal with that. This is just brutal. I bet in reality, I bet all of these guys would have just said, fuck it, run away. And that's gonna be lethal. Yeah, that's gonna just swarm all of those guys. Second charge goes in here. Yeah, that's just gonna bleed Iberian slingers. What are these guys? Yeah, they're peltasts. They're not melee infantry. They have those shields though, which make them look like melee infantry. What is our second pack of war elephants doing right now? It's like embedded inside these Iberian slinger people. Are these guys fleeing? Yeah, they are retreating. Routing. Oh, I see. When units rout, they still appear on the minimap, and they still have that little flag banner. All right, fair enough. Come on, Cav, don't get sucked into those guys. Launch an attack on these pikemen from the flank. Oh, that is that battle. So let's see, we deployed 2,000 units, we lost about a quarter. And we destroyed... holy hell, we took out a lot of enemies. That's nice. Yeah, those cavalry units did a good 3,000 or 300 groups each. Some of the melee infantry did as well, and it looks like the single pack of war elephants did over 300 as well, so very, very deadly units. Surprisingly enough, Hannibal Barcas's war elephants, they do come with javelins, and it looks like they managed to do quite a little bit of damage themselves. So it looks like we eliminated, the vast majority of the troops we eliminated came from, gonna enslave these guys from the back general lieutenant people over here, so that's rather interesting. They're gonna bail away, which is, I assume, the correct decision. Oh, naval landing from the back, perhaps. And these guys are gonna flee. Can I make this action a little bit faster? No. All right, fair enough. Oh, they're sending up more troops too. Okay, I see. I think this that group of troops was actually one of our allies' groups too. That's kind of neat. And there we go. Oh, perfect. We've actually managed to level up the army. And what can we get here? So we can get formidable fighters, accomplished skirmishers who were siege experts. I think we'll do siege experts, actually. Formidable fighters and accomplished skirmishers give you a minor damage bonus, but I in the original game I never actually got a chance to check out the siege equipment, so I want to see how those things work. Yeah, so our troops have taken a bit of damage. They're still able to fight, obviously, but they'll be a little bit weakened. I want to see whether or not we can actually get any more mercenary infantry. And let's see, we have a lot of factional infantry. We can get some Italian swordsmen. How much are their upkeep? Because the upkeep is the main thing. It'll cost 3,300 for each pack. I think I'll just hire them. I believe the army can still move. So we'll have a core of mercenaries fighting for us now. And we'll just sort of go in here. Oh, perfect. When we have the siege, tradition, we automatically start with some ladders from the looks of it. So that is rather useful. And I suppose we'll be fighting the, what are these guys' names again? The blue horse people, I suppose. It looks like their army has been pretty much crushed. They'll have a few militia people, the regular garrison guys come forward, but apart from that, it looks like it'll be easy peasy goings.
Ooh, doing some stretching here.
Let's see. I'm currently wondering whether or not I should send in my own troops first or the mercenaries first. I mean, if the mercenaries get taken out, it honestly doesn't cost that much to get them back. Let's see, this looks like it'll be, actually, I want to have some rain on the map this time. It makes everything shiny, which is kind of cool, I suppose. And besides, those tri-battles are kind of boring. You know, I think I actually remember this city from our original Let's Play. At least it looks fairly similar. So the enemy will probably have a garrison already here, or I suppose all the city battles look the same, I suppose. They'll have a navy, which is also gonna come in, and it looks like the most direct way into the city would be over here, and we'll get our troops to sort of assemble likewise. So we do have the little, yeah, we have the little bridging equipment, or laddering equipment, I suppose. And I guess we'll get the, let's see. I think we'll just get the mercenaries to do all of the heavy lifting here. I'll get our damaged troops to just sort of wait inside the back, and I'll send in my own guys as a secondary line. And I think that'll be the best option here. So with that said, the battle begins, and our guys... I remember there were some problems with these ladders, like you had to space them out, but the spacing on them were really, really absurd.
The choice of spoils, be granted the honors of conquerors, and be celebrated above all others. Make ready.
So I think we'll try to space them out like that. I want to see whether or not we can get some early shots on those boats right now. I recall that, like, yeah, if you're able to actually snipe off these boats, it'll take out everybody on top of them. And it's really just a matter of hitting him 4 to 5 times. We have 8 catapults where bullet stays, so... Come on, I hope these things fire in time. Oh, they're not even in range. That sucks. Yeah, those ships are just barely outside of our range. Alright, well, in that case, let's get these things to set up right here, perhaps? And those, I recall these arrow towers being able to shoot back at us, so I don't want our troops to be hit too badly here. But I also do remember that these wooden ladder things, they actually do a fair job at protecting our troops too. So we'll see about that. See whether or not we can get up on top of this wall and into the fight, I suppose. Yeah, I think they're being slightly nicked on the side over here. Yeah, those towers are definitely shooting at our guys. Oh, maybe not. They seem to be. It might be rain. No, never mind. It's not rain. It's definitely not rain. Yeah. Speaking of which, oh, there are raindrops. I didn't even see them before. But yeah, it looks like the little structure here is taking some of the little archer shots away. And in addition, I mean, with the rebalancing, I think the archers and slingers in general just don't do that much damage. Except for those flaming rounds, though. That guy had a bad day today. Alright, so the ladders should be getting close here. I mean, so far they haven't lost that many troops. It's actually only this one that's losing any significant amount of guys. Oh, it looks like our catapults have actually done a fair... We're ballistae. Siege weapons. I'm gonna call them siege weapons from now on. Have done a fair job in nicking a few of these guys down. Yeah, I like the one